Reconnaissance has observed a Shivan cruiser crew, designated HellFire, en route to the IKEA jump node. If HellFire reaches its destination, it will be reunited with the main Shivan fleet. HellFire consists of 4 cruisers, both Cain and Lilith class, with a fighter escort of 10 to 15 ships. Normally, we would send the Krios to reinforce the node blockade, but this information was acquired at the last minute and we don't have time for a full deployment. Instead, your squad will intercept and destroy as much of the Shivan force as possible. Beta and Delta will engage the cruisers. Alpha and Gamma will defend the bomber wings and neutralize the fighter threat. If HellFire is stopped, we can expect a decisive victory in IKEA. If HellFire gets through, the Shivans may be able to hold out long enough to mount an offensive. Our forces are counting on you, pilots. Report to the flight deck immediately. If HellFire is stopped, we can expect a decisive victory in IKEA. If HellFire gets through, the Shivans may be able to hold out long enough to mount an offensive. Our forces are counting on you, pilots. Report to the flight deck immediately.
Mayday, mayday, mayday! This is the GTC monitor. We're under heavy fire here. Engaging enemy.
Engaging now, sir.
Incoming! Go after the Cain first. Watch out for those missile launchers, too.
Excellent job, pilots! The entire Shivan battle group was destroyed thanks to your squadron. You have proven your dedication to the GTI once again. You also destroyed HellFire's fighter escort. This will make the assault against IKEA much easier for our bombers. With the Ribos system secure, the way is now clear for our forces to begin the assault on IKEA. The Intrepid and the Hope have been deployed to Ribos to spearhead this operation. Scouts have determined that no Shivan vessels above cruiser class remain in this area of space, so the system should be ours within a matter of days. The Krios is now en route to Delta Serpentis to assist with the Allied invasion of Ross 128.
With our victory in the IKEA system, Allied forces have succeeded in eradicating the Shivan presence from almost every corner of Terran Vasudan space. Only one Shivan stronghold remains, the Ross 128 system, site of the first Shivan attack on our territory. The GTA and PVE have deployed all available ships to Delta Serpentis in preparation for the invasion of Ross 128. The assault will be led by the GTD Bastion and the PVD Pinnacle, the finest ships in the Terran and Vasudan fleets. Intelligence believes the Shivans have enough supplies and warships in Ross 128 to mount a significant defense. Special Ops has been tasked with doing whatever it can to reduce the amount of resistance our fleets will encounter as they scour the system. Our operations will be divided into 2 phases. In the first phase, our squadrons will perform a reconnaissance in force of the system to determine the optimum Allied attack strategy. In the second phase, after the invasion begins, our squadrons will conduct strategic assaults against key Shivan positions. We will be deploying all available wings on continuous rotation, so when you leave here, report to your squadron leaders for immediate mission briefings. The Krios itself will remain standing by in a hidden location should problems arise during the invasion. Research and development has made available 2 new weapons to assist our forces in the invasion. A variant of the Synaptic Bomb, GTI's cluster warhead, has been designed for attacks against groups or wings of enemy ships. Upon reaching its target, the primary warhead fragments into multiple secondary warheads that explode within a split second. The detonations produce a field of high-intensity explosive charges, making the cluster bomb most effective against fighter formations and freighters. The cluster bomb has a large blast radius and can destroy your fighter if detonated at close range. The EMP missile has just completed field testing, and R&D's scientists are conducting a final evaluation of its design. The missile is designed to produce a large electromagnetic pulse that scrambles sensors, communications, and navigation systems, crippling all small craft caught in the blast radius. We're expecting a shipment of the missiles from the Repulse shortly, and anticipate the weapons will be available for use when you return from your next series of missions.
In preparation for the main GTA thrust into Ross 128, our squadron is being dispatched to scout out the area. Your assignment is to scan a suspected nexus of Shivan activity near the site of the original attack on Outpost Riviera. Because our communications network in Ross 128 was destroyed when the Shivans first attacked, you will be out of contact with command for the duration of this mission. Gather as much data as you can. We do not know the extent of the Shivan presence in this sector, so be cautious. Expect to encounter the standard complement of freighters, transports, and fighters. Scan all warships in the area as well as any debris that you find. If you get the opportunity, scan the cargo in the area as well. The GTI places a high priority on this operation, pilots. It is preferable to gather a small amount of data and return safely than to gather too much information and fail to make it out alive. We need whatever you can give us, no matter how insignificant it may seem. Dismissed.
Where
are the Shevens? This system's supposed to be swarming with them.
What's that task force doing here? Is that a recovery op? Terran vessels, this is Beta 1 of the 91st Phantom, GTD Creos. Please identify yourselves.
I'm afraid we've come at rather inappropriate time. Please accept our apologies. All fighters, terminate the intruder.
What the hell is going on?
Close the others. They obviously are them. Finish the mission and get out of here. Alpha 1, scan everything you can. We'll cover you. Let's get home. Figure out what's going on here.
This mission was a surprise for both of us, pilot. Thanks to your scans, we have verified that the cruisers you encountered are GTI ships, originally registered as GTC Odin and GTC Thor. Official records, however, show that these cruisers were destroyed in 2 separate engagements at the beginning of the Great War. The fact that these ships were present in a highly sensitive sector of Sheevan-controlled space at the same time as your deployment is more than a little suspicious. We can only assume that this operation was carried out by a rogue element of the GTI. Thanks to your scan of the Sheevan transport, intelligence may soon be able to determine the motivation and intent of the rogue operation. We are already preparing a preliminary report to deliver to Terran Command. Excellent work. Allied forces all over the system have reported major victories in their attacks against the Sheevans. The GTD Bastion and her battle group have already destroyed a number of cruisers, fighter wings, and cargo depots. The PVD Pinnacle and her battle group have reported similar successes. But to completely secure ROS-128, we must decapitate the Sheevan infrastructure. Intelligence believes the source of command for the Sheevans in this sector to be the SD Archon, a Demon-class destroyer. This ship will be the target of our next operation. The Archon is a hive of Sheevan activity with reconnaissance sighting several freighters, transports, cargo formations, and sentry guns, and at least 2 Kane-class cruisers, the SC Golem and the SC Chimera. You will lead a GTI task force into the area and eliminate all ships you encounter. Normally, you would be significantly outmatched in such an operation, but we have something special in store. The new EMP missile has been completed, and this mission will serve as a final evaluation. Wings Iota and Kappa from the 122nd Crazy Ivans, monitored by the GTSE Giordano, will saturate the area with electromagnetic pulses prior to your deployment. The EMP cloud will impair all sensors on Terran and Sheevan craft. The Sheevans should not be able to target you, but you won't be able to target them either. For this reason, your loadout should include dumbfire or heat-seeking missiles. Our scientists predict the effect will last between 2 and 5 minutes. Alpha, Beta, and Gamma wings will relieve the 122nd and inflict as much damage as possible while the EMP field is active. Once the effect wears off and aspect lock is possible, Delta and Epsilon wings will deploy their heavy ordnance. Command has authorized the use of GTB Ursa heavy bombers for this mission. This is the coup de grace, pilots. Once the Archon has been destroyed, the Allied fleet should have no trouble isolating and eliminating the remnants of the Sheevan fleet. If you succeed here today, we will have nothing more to fear. Good luck.
The cavalry has arrived. What's your status?
Oh, wait, just finishing up here. Good luck.
Well done, pilots. The area has been saturated. We're monitoring the engagement zone now. Iota, Kappa, return to base.
Engaging enemy.
Looks like we got ourselves a first here, boy.
This is the GTD Krios calling any Allied ships. We've been attacked by GTI bombers. Weapons are offline, hull integrity critical. Request immediate assistance.